Today's Tale sees us playing BattleTech once again, and today we're up against the X, or Thex, or however you want to pronounce it. I'm pretty sure I've played him before. I'm praying it's not a Kentaro spanner. I have a feeling I might be in for Kentaros or something really weird. But we'll move up. We'll get our move done, and then I'll explain the loadout I've got. I kind of just went for a bit of fun here as well. I'm just trying to do fun builds and have a bit of fun with some of the mechs. I might do some Shadowhawks later on as well, just to get a bit of go with them. We'll probably plonk ourselves up on this hill here with QuickDraw. QuickDraw, I don't really want it towards the front. It's not got the greatest of armor, but we'll put them up there for now. So what I have here is I've got two Centurions. I have an AL and I've got an A. So I kind of just tried to slide in what I could afford here. So I bought the QuickDraw first and then shoved everything else in. I took a Panther just so I got some sensor lock. I've got a cheaper A version here, and then I've got the better armored version on the AL with a large laser. So I just want to maybe jump around with QuickDraw. I put Paradise in there. I don't want to really do Death from Above. I just want to have him with the extra movement. So hopefully we can move just a little bit further. I think Angel of Death, if they did make changes to it, I think they should leave in the movement distance, but maybe just hammer down on the fact that you can jump quite so far, well, that you can jump around and death them above so much with it. So let's see what we've got. We've got a Catapult, a Hunchback, a Commando, and a Shadowhawk. Alright. Alright. Catapult's going to be a little nasty, because we don't really have the best way to punch through and get to that. That's a AC-20 Hunchback, so that's a lot of damage right there. That's probably Apex, I would say. What can I do you for? So I think we're just going to have to slowly push up here and try and get on it. We don't want to give too much away of what we've got, so we might actually just sit tight for now with the other two. We'll brace here and we'll brace here. We'll probably just leave everyone else. He'll probably push forward with the Commando. And try and sense lock us. I guess we're going to reserve down. We're probably going to reserve down to slot 1. Which is okay-ish, I guess. It's always his start at the moment. There's nothing too weird going on with the movement just yet. He'll probably push the Commando 2D forward. He's going for a bit of knockdown here, I guess. He's got... I can't remember if the 2H is the lesser armored version of the Shadowhawk. But yeah, he's probably going for knockdown here. He'll probably sensor lock my Griffin here. I mean, not my Griffin, my Panther. And try and do a bit of damage to it with the Catapult. I guess if he does that, we might try and push forward. Because we could probably jump and brace fairly heavily with this. Shouldn't be too much of a problem here. So we can get most of our evasion. Probably pretty happily brace. We got to be careful of the Shadowhawk, because what it wants to do is it wants to get direct line of sight and just hammer us down. So we'll probably jump here. We'll probably brace up. I wonder if from that hill... I don't think from that hill you can get direct line of sight. I might be wrong. But we'll see how we go here. So we'll probably just jump, we'll brace. He can firing missile LRMs from both of these. So he might try shredding down a little bit of our evasion here. But with that, we will be able to push everybody else forward, at least. So we'll get our Centurions sprinting up here as quick as they can. He's at max-ish sort of range. It's indirect fire onto 6 here. So if he's got another sensor locker, he'll sensor lock now to drag this down. We want to get behind that Hunchback as best we can. So this will probably be our primary target for the quick draw here. I wonder if this is sense locking. This could be Mockingbird with a sense locker, right? I'm probably guessing it's Apex though. just by the fact that you want to most likely sensor lock. Well, you most likely want to just punch through things, right? So he hasn't pushed his Shadowhawk up just yet. We'll get him up there. We'll push the A around this side probably. He's maybe going to sprint for this mid part. He wants to probably put his Shadowhawk here, leave his catapult there. I'm kind of okay for most of this. Here comes probably some LRM. I think this has an LRM 5 off the top of my head. So I'd say this is going to be an LRM 5 onto here. No? Alright. I guess he's just saving up for next turn. We'll do another sprint over here probably. Problem with these sprints is they are putting us in trees. So next turn we're going to have a harder time getting the AL out of here. But should be okay. He'll probably want to sensor lock this next. If he's got two sensor lockers, he might sensor lock two targets and have Apex in the catapult. Try and get max damage here. I have seen people try to do that as well. We've got a bit more tank than him possibly. He's got a lot more knockdown though. The 4G does a fair bit. The 2D does a fair bit. I've had some fun with the 2D. The Shadowhawk's got a bit. And obviously the catapult's got a bit as well. He might not even fire here. He might just sprint all the way up. Yeah. Which is fine. We've got to be careful with obviously this mech here. So we're going to jump and brace probably. Because we want to keep as much armor as we can on this thing. We can jump a fair distance. This is why I'm kind of glad I brought Paradise here. So we can probably clear a lot of this ground when this guy comes in. He's going to want to sit. I think he's just going to want to sit where he is now. And fire into us with the catapult. Alright, so he's going to move with the 2D. Is he going to sensor lock something? Maybe this? Alright, well, we braced that, so we're good to go there at least. We'll probably just reserve down to the end. I'm fairly happy to just keep reserving. He wants to get rid of the Shadowhawk, the QuickDraw, because it has the least sort of armor here, and it's the biggest threat. Luckily, there's no real threat from the Hunchback till it gets direct fire. This is kind of a direct fire, but not quite. He might just back up and drop some LRMs in. He, of course, could have... yeah, this is going to be bad for us. We're going to have to push as hard as we can here, I think. To try and clear as much ground as we can. What we'll do is we'll probably jump with this. And brace. Again, so that we get some evasion going. Before the catapult decides to fire on us. So we'll probably jump to this side here. Brace up. Yeah. Alright. I think he wants to maybe think about pushing that forward to fire. So what we'll do is we'll take this side probably here. We'll take the full jump. He might push out for just some direct fire. The Hunchback shouldn't be able to get on top of us, so he should be okay jumping here. He might move this forward to fire in the lasers, I guess. We'll see if he wants to reserve. If he does, we'll reserve down again. He could push. I think he could push to about here and fire directly on this. At which point, so we're going to push forward with our Panther. I could fire LRMs onto this. I probably just want to keep sprinting up the side. Or is he going to fold around a bit here? Alright, that's probably okay for us. So I could jump you around. We could grab a hold of this guy and then fire some LRMs. Or do we brace? I think we move here and grab a lookie, right? I'd say this is definitely Apex. So we might not want to push out too hard into Apex. We'll have a look at this catapult. I think we'll just fire some rounds on the catapult from where we are. He's probably going to jump this or run it or sprint it or do something with that to try and build up some more of evasion. Next turn, I guess we bring you around. We definitely want the AL to be towards the front to eat up whatever it can from this. We might even bring you around. Let's have a look. So the 2D could sprint in, fire. Shadowhawk could fire. It's going to be pretty hard for you, Sumo, to absorb all this, but you might have to just come up here, brace. He'll probably fire. I don't think we have enough jump to get to this, but we can always try. We can always try. Is he going to take it back? He is taking it back. He's taking it all the way out of sense lock range. Nope. Oh. Oh, sir, you misjudged that one. Back shots. I will take back shots. 25. That's probably okay. Could move to here. I'd rather not. We'll push forward. We'll fire on the back of this. He did not get it out of range here. Should be... Well... We'll never get through that back armor, but... You know what? Might freak him out a little. Hopefully we hit the arms instead. This guy won't be able to hit back armor, unfortunately. We could move here and fire, but then we will get shot in the side by the hunchback. I wonder if that would pull him out, though. He might... If I fire from here, he might consider moving that hunchback for me. I could just move here and fire. 45 into the back again. Alright. I wonder if he'll swing around the side with that hunchback. I guess if it's Apex, it's not going to matter. So let's put 45 into the back. I mean, yeah, we might hit. A couple of hits here and there. I'd rather hit the arms, if at all possible, but we'll take what we get. I think next turn we maybe sprint for this hunchback. It could, of course, swing around that corner towards us. We've got a fair bit of evasion built up here, so we should be fairly happy with that. I wonder if he's going to consider backing this thing up. Alright, he's coming in with the 2D. He's probably going to sense lock. I don't know, you pick this? And then move forward with this, I guess? Maybe. What's he picking on here? Alright, so he's going to swing around that corner for us, I guess. Guess we just reserve in. And see what happens here. So we know this moved a fair distance here. We could push up with this and fire again twice into the back of this. But if he wants to bring that round, I am happy for that. So he's going to fire in. This is probably Apex. He's probably going to chew a chunk out of here. That's not Apex. Alright. Alright, it's on. So, sensor lock to get rid of the last of the evasion from this. Or... Let's see, we can jump up over here. I could actually get vision and fire. That's crazy. Is it worth? Maybe. What do we got? 70? I think it might be. Ooh, it's going to heat us a fair bit. That's the only problem. Is that's going to heat us a lot. We could move. Actually, let's take the jump. Just so... You've already been sensor locked. He's got no more sensor locking. So we could probably just move here. And then next turn fire into this. I think that's how we take this. We'll just move here. We'll fire into this. Or if need be, we'll just jump, I guess. Or we could even get towards the back of it, maybe. It's really close to an AC-20, though. It's a little scary, right? I think we take here. We'll sensor lock this. That should be fine. He shouldn't have any vision over here. That I hope not. I hope I didn't move that into vision. Didn't quite look at that move. So now we can just abuse up on this hunchback. So we'll probably jump Paradise into the back and fire. And then we'll get these two to do some work on it as well. The Shadowhawk, I would maybe consider bringing that forward. He's probably just going to drop some LRMs on us. He's trying to swing round, I guess. Hopefully he doesn't have vision here. Yeah, he doesn't. Cool. That's fine. That 2D, I would probably start considering using that to start doing some work here. So, how far can you move? Not far enough, right? So I think we just rotate you so that you are going to take a whole lot of shots to the face. This thing might actually get knocked here. We might fire in everything, I guess. Even the small laser, yeah. I mean, we want to do max damage here and clear this thing as quick as possible. Just go. Max damage. Luckily, this is quite tanking the AL. So we should be fairly okay here. Not a lot of knockdown damage, though. I mean, if it had been an A, we might have done better. We're going to have to move in super close here. Buckshot's probably going to be the next target here. Oh, I shouldn't have done that, actually. I should have reserved. That's silly. I should have reserved, because now the catapult can shoot us. I think we fire in everything with you as well. Try and do a bit of meaty damage here. Then we swing around and we shoot you. Oh, I wish I'd reserved, actually. Yeah, because then he would have had to fire the catapult into this. Now he can fire into this instead. A little silly there, but oh well. So we'll probably get quick draw to here to fire into the back of this. It's gonna be a fairly harsh turn. Yeah, he's just gonna direct fire into this, I think. That's a bad move. It was a silly move. I got really excited to shoot this hunchback, but I think that's gonna cost us a lot of armor on the AL here. On the A, sorry. Ooh, that is Apex right there. So, does he multi-shot? Yeah, here comes the multi-shot. Definitely Apex. How bad is this? Yeah, he's not even close to getting knocked down. So we can get around the back of you. There's no... Ooh, there's no cover though. 4 movement, will that save us from a sensor lock and then an AC to the face? That is the question, right? That is the $1 million question. The alternative is we could jump with a death from above, but it's not to the back. So I think we risk this move. And we'll see how we go, right? I mean, we could maybe shear off that AC. We're gonna probably lose parts of our quick draw here. But I think trading a quick draw for a Hunchback 4G is probably okay for us. And then we can get around the back with you and fire as well. Might be close here. Might be close indeed. So we really need for an arm to come off here, or at least a crit. All right, we're close to one of those arms. It's not good enough though. So the quick draw is probably going to get smashed. He's probably going to come around, fire on this. We will go in with the Panther and fire on the back of this. And then we just have to sort of pray we get some decent RNG to pop an arm. Because once this loses an arm, it's all over for him. He's going to come in and fire on this, I guess. Or is he firing on this? He's firing on this, alright. Not bad. I suppose that's a choice. I love these 2Ds. They are Hilarious little mechs. What we're going to do is we're going to jump here. Can we really not get behind that? Ooh. That is not a good move. Come down. The only problem is now our PPC is getting out of effective range, right? Damn. I think he took the spot that we probably needed. And then we're going to give up rear shots to a 2D. It's a lot of damage and a lot of evasion, right? We could plow down here. 80 to hit. It's a real risky move right there. We can't even see. I think we have to take the risk here and just try and clear anything out of this. He will turn and punch us probably. We could hit down like this, I guess, and not give up too much rear shots to this guy. It's going to be a real sketchy move here, though. I don't think we can even... We need the PPC to hit, but 45 will be super lucky, right? Super lucky. Yeah, that's not enough. And it's not enough too. Alright. That's fine. He'll probably turn and fire on this, I think. Or he can fire on this. We will try and move behind this guy and kill him. Although we probably don't need to. Oh, he's still got his turn, so we've got to see what he wants to do, right? Do you punch this? Fire with that. You fire with this, and then punch this. And then come in with this. We're going to have to move in and probably try and shoot this guy as best we can into a side here. Pop that AC. We need that AC-20 off so that he loses a lot of his damage here. It's a real shame we couldn't quite get to here, or man, maybe here. I maybe screwed myself with this move. But we'll see. See what he does with this. I think it's better to go in deep on this now and just hope that we can clear this. He's probably thinking whether he goes with this or this. I would maybe back this up and fire. And leave my 2D to its demise. 2D can get around the back of this though and shoot it. Yeah, I definitely back this up. Try and save it as best I can. And then, I mean, I'm probably not going to get around the side. You could probably put it around here and brace. Oh, he's going to shoot me in the back. Oh, no, he's going to punch me. Alright. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that indeed. That's not too shabby. We'll get behind this guy and we'll just blast him with the AL here. Actually, we can probably go with the A, right? And take trees. That's probably okay for us. One bit of evasion. The AL's got probably better chances to hit this guy than we do with the other mech. So we'll move behind here. We did pick up trees, which is really nice. So we'll fire into the back here. We'll fire with everything. I really need to clear this guy. Anything that hits will be beautiful. That's not really what I needed. Oh man, we are having a bad time with some of these RNG hits here. I really needed that AC to hit a torso. More than anything. More than anything indeed. We could maybe death them above this. But then we will get... If I can death them above into right here, we could probably avoid rear shots. Which is what I suspect is going to come out of that mech. If this is still alive, we're going to have to jump for this and kill it. Alright, he's grouping up on this poor old sumo. I should have maybe have gone with sumo to get my brace, but... I mean, I want to move behind this thing anyway, right? Yeah. So you get vision from there, man. This is a sketch of a move, right? He still has vision. That's the only problem. Man, this mech cannot back up all that well, can it? Can move to here and fire into the side and then maybe finish him off with... I guess we... Oh, that's not great either. Can we rotate like that? Nope. Not even happening, is it? We definitely don't want to give up rear shots, especially to a mech like that. I think we're just going to have to move here and just eat all of the hits from that guy. I mean, it's... I think we just have to do this, right? And then finish him off with... Or... move towards this, fire, and then hope to finish off with this. I don't know if I can jump that far. I could probably jump to here. We could risk that for a move. Fire into this. It's not presenting me with the nicest of things here. We could go for this maybe. Take the trees. I think maybe this is our better option here. And then we'll have to do the... yeah, we'll have to do the quick draw into the back of this guy, right? It's not hugely great since he's still got most of his armor here. Maybe we'll knock this arm, but there's still all of this to go through. We'll turn off our LRM-10s now. We'll start saving some heat, because this is not going to work out as good as we would like. There's nothing in this arm, unfortunately. So we'll just have to toast that. Maybe I should have gone for this guy instead. We're about to get abused by this pretty heavily. If only we'd hit correctly on this. I mean, you can't really moan about RNG. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But always it is hilarious. Do I like that? I suppose that's a fairly okay move. And then, it's unfortunately... yeah, so I'm probably going to have to jump over here and fire into the back of this. He's going to fire with that. Unfortunately, we gave up. I think we gave up our laser arm. No, we're okay. So that's not the laser arm. We're probably good there. Unfortunately, we couldn't quite get behind it. We really, this time, need this to kill it, right? Just needs to die so that we can start concentrating on the 2D and possibly the Shadow Hawk. We'll ignore the catapult for a bit. I mean, it's Apex with LRM 15s, but we'll just let it live for a little while we deal with some of this brawling stuff. We definitely want this out. This is a low armored, high damage sort of mech. Actually, we're coming... oh, he's coming in for the brawl. Alright. All direct fire, I guess. We could even go on that. That's another choice, right? So the Panther has to survive to get behind, but the Panther's actually probably running a little too hot to jump here. Oof. Alright, buddy. Do your best. Alright, that's not too bad. Comes the rockets. Luckily, we got a little bit of evasion here, I guess. Alright, he's hating on that one. He's hating on that indeed. He's heating himself up. I'm okay with that. Please tell me you can get... oh, you can finally get some rear shots from here. What are these like? Only problem is this thing's going to get behind us. And we have made a tinfoil on the back there. We will have 4 evasion. I think we're going to have to risk this with back shots from the commando. 100 damage. He might get an arm off, I guess. But I think we just go for that. We need to clear this. And then we can start thinking about this guy here. Please, sir. Just kill him. Oh, finally. Whoa, there is not much left of that mech. Alright, so with that guy gone, we can now kind of consider the 2D. He might run to shoot this in the back. We can maybe get this. Maybe. Or we can consider this. He's too hot to really do a lot of work with that. I think I want to clear this first. He could go shoot this in the back. It's got some evasion. Maybe that'll hold us tight. We'll see what he wants to do here. Is he just going to group up on the AL? Alright, the AL it is. definitely got to be that 2D though. He is doing a lot of work. We might get knocked here actually, if he gets lucky with a shot from this. So Showboat. We could shoot this guy on the side, but I really want to just hammer down on him. So we could move here. Although I don't want to be in punching range, because he's going to want to punch with this to save heat, right? Could move backwards, I guess. I think that might get us out of range. Can we get rid of that noise? Thank you. Let's have a look. So we can move to about here, and that... No, it still gives him vision, though. 70s to hit, and then the other two fire in. We'll have no evasion. We won't even have trees. It's going to be a lot of lasers and all sorts of shenanigans. Actually, he can't fire the lasers, so... Damn you, twisty mech. Can you not... twist for me, sir? Could jump for the water, but we have no vision. Is there something where we can get some vision, but he can't? None of this is great. We can jump to here and maybe fire in a weapon then. I think it's what we'll do. We'll just build up some evasion. Try and keep the Panther going, and then the other mechs can come on in and start dealing with this. We'll probably have to turn off one of our weapons here. Or we could overheat. I mean, we'll probably just turn off... Whoa. Alright, I think we'll just turn off the PPC then. We just want to strip down the evasion, really. It's not going to do a huge chunk of damage, but... it's better than getting punched by this guy, right? It's better than getting punched. And then, I guess we bring the QuickDraw around. We just walk him. He can fire. If this goes, we'll probably reserve. And we'll make him go with this. We could probably go with... Actually, no. We want to go with Sumo. We need to go with Sumo to brace him. And then we can reserve into this. If Sumo manages to not get knocked here. So he's going to jump up there. Sumo might get knocked over here. It's going to be an SRM and a AC. Come on, buddy. You need to not get knocked. Alright. So we'll brace him. Fire into the... into that. How is... Luckily, it's all on the... all on the AL who has the most here to tank through this. I think you're just going to need to fire in everything because you are about to lose probably your LRMs, which is not hugely great for us, but it'll have to do. Oh, hit to the head, not the best spots. Hitting the pilots in the head's always a bit of a disaster because it doesn't do a lot of damage. We'll reserve in because I want this to go now. He might jump this in. He could punch with this and then... fire him with this. Luckily, most of these mechs are running fairly hot. We are too running a little hot on a lot of our stuff, but see how we go. He might just move this and brace it, or he's going to fire a few lasers, I guess. He could fire one laser to go through this. I think he's still got vision over here, so we need to move this out as well. We'll knock this guy down. This might get them above us. I'm okay trading his Hunchback for, so far, my Centurion. Other mechs have taken a bit of damage, which isn't nice, since the Shadowhawk is fairly good to go. I should look at that Shadowhawk and see how much armor it has. Make sure it's not the, massive edition.
I may need a new mech soon.
Interesting. Ooh, that is pretty nasty for us, actually. That is real nasty. So let's have a look. Is that Shadowhawk actually the weak one? It is not. It's actually the good one. So what we might do is we might... Can we move here? He's still got vision with this, which is fairly nasty for us. We can move here. Move out of vision somewhat. We don't have the greatest chances to hit at all, but I think we take this, we get out of vision of these mechs, and try and get some cover here while the QuickDraw and hopefully the Panther does a bit of work. So we'll move you here. We'll just heat up. Yeah, I think we'll turn off one of these lasers. I mean, I don't need the full, the 40% to go in. If we get lucky, we hit with that AC-10. 60 to hit those. Pretty lucky, right? Pretty lucky. Yeah, that's a miss. So hopefully we can kill this guy. And then we just have to deal with the Shadowhawk. I think we're going to lose a lot of stuff here, though, before we can really get in on it. Let's have a look at how much heat this will generate. It will shut us down if we fire in everything. Can we overheat only? We can. I think that's what we're going to do to this guy over here. So we'll move into the trees. Get our evasion. We will shoot this guy. He's probably going to punch us with this. But hopefully we kill that commando, right? And then we only have to deal with a little bit more stuff here. He is cooking this mech, though. I think we start cooking our own mech here. We'd have to get fairly lucky here to hit him. But we'll try our luck. We need either a hit to the head or 2 to the torso here to kill this guy off. Come on, baby. Oh, I need a couple of rockets, maybe. I need something here. Alright. That is not what we needed. Not what we needed at all, but that'll have to do. We'll burn up some of our structure here. He's probably gonna run in with this. Punch this, maybe. We will travel sideways and shoot this, I guess. You punch this. Fire with this. It's probably a dead mech. Thank God it's an AL, though. At least it tanked a fair chunk, right? Alright, he's trying to save his 2D here. Alright, he's moved it a little. That's a good move. You always move to try and build up some evasion. Alright, there goes the LRM. We used it. It's done. It is done indeed. So he's got his evasion here. I would love to fire in here. This is all sorts of awkward terrain, though. I think we're going to have to reserve. We need some other stuff to go here before we fire on this guy. So we'll move here, fire with this once this is gone. This can do a bit of damage to the Panther, but we should be okay with that. He'll just probably death from above, knock this. We'll go with this first, fire in here to brace. Although if he goes with this, it doesn't matter. Here comes the death from above, though. Bam, and on the ground we go. Is this going to be an Angel of Death? Please don't be Angel of Death. It is. So Paradise is in here. Not much we could do about that anyway. You did indeed, bro. You took it in the gut. So what we want to do is we can move and we can multi-shot here, which is probably what we'll do. So we'll move here. We'll multi-shot into... yeah, we'll multi-shot this. So we'll move here. We'll fire some stuff into this guy as best we can. Let's go with you and you. You onto B. This is okay-ish. We'll save some... yeah, we'll save some heat. We can't afford to cook ourselves here. Plus, it's not really a great hit, even if we do any damage here. So, let's go. We just want to shred off the evasion from this guy. Oh, both of those hit. That was some really poor chances to hit, and we managed to hit. I really just want this guy down. Yeah, that's cool that you're melting, but you're going to have to survive a little bit harder, buddy. A little bit harder. We need you.
Waiting on you, Commander.
I think we reserve here. This is probably going to fire onto here. Maybe he split shots again. Hopes that he cores this thing out. Man, that's some crazy RNG if he does hit this with some LRMs. We're having a bit of a hard time with the fact that this has taken so many hits to the torso. But if we can kill this with the Panther, then we can shoot maybe this with the QuickDraw, or we could start working on the catapult. Alright, he is possibly No. Ooh, we've got actually a lot of armor here. Is he splitting this though? Yeah, he is. This is crazy that he's managed to hit this torso so much. What are we down to? Alright, we managed to maintain our torso there. He is burning a lot of this mech up for this though. A lot of that mech. So we're definitely going to go this way. Fire on that 2D. See if we can't hit him. I maybe should have stood him up and fired instead, but we'll see what we get here. We'll turn on our PPC. If we're lucky, we slot into here and we kill some of this. Being on the rubble is not great, but it'll have to do. So that one's now down. We then push. We'll have to see what the other guy's like. We'll have to see what this guy's like. Indeed. Do I want to get you up? I probably want to see how bad how bad you are. Let's see. So you're not all that crippled, but we could maybe start getting rid of Paradise here. There's a lot of evasion built up here. Or we could maybe start moving towards the side of this thing. And trying to get through him. We could focus, but we don't have a lot of heat. So I think we take this move here. Ooh, it's not a great move. I would like to get closer, but I suspect he'll go for a punch. If he can. We could go for a sprint, I guess. Where would a sprint get us? We can sprint to about here, I guess. 3 evasion. We can cool down for this turn. Let's do it. So we get a bit of cooldown on this mech. Start getting closer to this guy. We'll get you up. Probably punch, because there's not much else to really go on here. We'll save the focus for whatever we can get out of this. 90, that's fine. The punch is always better. If you shot in, it's only 50 damage. We might get lucky. I need a leg hit, is what I really need, to start wearing this guy down. I suppose that's okay. We do gain the guard, so if he wants to shoot us, it's going to be a little bit harder for him. We can continue to grow up on this guy. That's not nice, though, at all. We're going to have to... None of these moves are great. We could take a turn of cooling down, I guess. Might be the option here. Could move to here, brace, and just cool off. For a little, I guess is what we'll have to take. Just so that we can jump this guy around. Probably, let's work on the catapult actually. I think we're going to work on the catapult. We're going to forget about this guy. The catapult has been bleeding a fair bit of internals. So we should be able to get a decent turn of firing him with this. He might death them above here. Punch this. Get lucky. There's a lot of torso left on this, luckily. So it's going to be a bit of work to get onto this. Is he going to death them above over here? And hope that he hits our torso here. Alright, he's coming in. Okay. I guess. We could run in for the punch here, I guess. And how bad is this catapult? So this catapult, like, the arms are pretty close to popping. So I think if we start doing some damage on him and let him keep cooking that thing in the back, we might be okay. Alright, let's go for it. At least the LRMs can't do too much at this range. We'll start beating him down as best we can. He's unsteady as well. It's not going to do a lot of work for us. We'll probably just keep you here and fire in... You can multi-shot actually. How much heat have you got? You've got enough for this. So we can fire here and here. And then we can go in with the LRMs. The AC, we'll be fairly lucky if we hit. But you know what? We hit last time, so let's give it a whirl. Plus the LRMs. You know, it's all nice. Oop. That's in the ground, apparently. He saw a bug in the ground that he didn't quite like. This is probably going to punch this.
Like a critical hit.
Sadly, the animation went a bit funky there. I'd punch this, although then you're exposed to me coming around the side on this thing. Alright, he's going to get behind it. Oh, he's going for the Panther here. Death from above again, really? On the PPC arm as well. Alright, that's knocked down though. So we can just hoe into this thing. SRM still, so we can do about 40 damage here. Which is good for us. We don't even need to use the focus here. So we'll just climb back around. Ugh. Can we climb back around? Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. This is a bit sketchy here. I guess we can do it. We're pretty close to getting this guy off the board, so I think we climb on in for max damage. Sadly, I would have liked here, but I could have probably fired from here and focused, actually. How much is left in this internal? So we do, I think with everything, we could overheat, and we do 50, 50, 50, so 150, 190. What's he got left? He's got more than that, doesn't he? Plus we get to fire this in, I guess. I suppose we go for a focus here. And do max damage here. As best we can. We'll overheat. But we really need to start working on this guy. Alright, that's not too bad. He should be dead hopefully next turn, I guess. So we should be able to back up with Showboat here. I guess not Showboat. I guess, man, this little crevice thing is horrible. So we could go for a punch, or we could go for an aim shot. I'd rather do an called shot on the torso here. Just because I know we're really close. So we only need 2 of these rockets to hit on the torso. And then this guy's gone. Which is exactly what we need. So now we can start focusing up on this guy. He's probably going to kill this off. Or he goes for a death from above over here. I'm not too sure which one. He could step around and shoot us in the back. There's still there's some armor on the back of this mech. And there is... There is... I suppose he goes for this. He's got the best chance of this. I mean, he's probably going to death from above. He's got a few death from aboves left in this mech, I think. We might try and step for the water if he stays here with the heavy, because I'd love to do that. He's going to back up. Is he going to shoot at this, or he's just going to fire in? He's going to take the chance of firing. He's probably got to have a focus, so that'll at least go through everything. And we'll see if we survive. Ooh. Alright, we are clinging on. Cling on indeed, sir. You're a Klingon indeed. Alright. So, you refocus. You have lost your AC, which is not too happy for us. We could go for the punch here. I think we just brace up. We want to shred a lot of this evasion. The only way to do that is to fire on him. Let's just reserve in, actually. I think we can step Paradise here, and we can still fire. And then everybody else. Yeah, so... from here, we shoot. As best we can. Wow, we are going to turn off this, fire in this. It's unhappy days for this mech. We don't want to overheat, because that will blow off the last of that internal, right? So that's one bit of evasion gone. Then this guy can fire in for another bit. The Panther can fire in with no evasion. Alright, don't worry about your performance. Your performance review is to kill this guy. That is all we need for a performance review. He might death them above, back onto Sumo. Sumo's exposed, but I think right now we can maybe get some chunks out of this guy. I don't really want to be shooting on the back, but I'll take whatever I can to shred down this evasion. And then we go in with you. And we can fire... You know what? We could probably get closer than that, right? Yeah, let's take those. Plus we're in trees.
I understand.
Maybe I would have liked to turn in the water, but you know what? We'll just fire in from here and we'll just relax with some of these weapons. So we want the 75. Probably turn off that. We'll go with you. 3 weapons. Yeah, it's not going to do lots, but it will do a little, I guess. We'll save some heat, and then next turn we can fire a bit more.
Locking on target.
The Panther can then get in with his SRMs as well. Ooh, that leg. That's really good for us, because that means less death from above for us.
Good to go.
Which is really nice. Can we fire from somewhere where he's got vision everywhere? I don't know what pilot he's got in there, but it is a super all-seeing pilot. Can we probably just chill towards the back? 60, 80. I'll take 80. How much evasion do we get? We get 2, plus we're in the dirt. Yeah, alright. He can't... I don't think he can crush this in one turn. So we should be okay here. He's probably going to look towards doing sumo. He can't get them above. He'll probably go for a punch. We might lose sumo here. We've fairly got most of our quick draw though, so we should win this. In a war of attrition, this should be fairly okay, 4 versus 1. He's just going to back up a bit. He might go for... Alright. I think he's going to cool down over there. I don't think we have...
Right here. Right here.
We got LRMs on 1. We've got no sensor locking though. I think we just stroll forward and brace.
On my way.
He might be saving for a focus here. So you brace up. We'll probably move you into the forest. And you can brace up. Ooh. Actually, we could have got vision and fired with the LRMs, but... do we take this? I think we just brace, right?
Aye, aye.
It is a back shot. Then the Panther can go for another back shot. We might lose a leg though. That's the only scary thing. Is this still is an AC5, right? And an SAM. Yeah, 40. You know what? Let's go for it. We might be able to get Paradise in, so we'll shred off some of this evasion. We might be able to get Paradise in and have a go at this. I think he might be a little too far. No, he's not. Alright. I prefer trees, which it doesn't look like I'm going to get. So we'll move all the way forward here. And we'll probably brace up.
Be there in a jet.
Just so that we can have most of our heat back here. And then get ready for a turn of just destroying this. He might have focus again. So most of our braces here might not do anything.
Commander?
Can we... Can't even move. You know what? Let's just be nasty. Let's just reserve into him. He's got a choice, right? He either runs or he turns and fights. He might turn here, shoot at one of these. I think he's got vision here and he's got vision here. He probably wants to turn because unless he's going to jump, he's not going to outrun these mechs. And we should be able to get a sense lock this turn if we need to, and then we should be able to fire in with you, sir. He's going to jet them above. No? Alright. That's not too bad. We can swing around the side of him. Alright. Bit of paper holding this mech together as well.
Internal damage, Commander.
Don't worry about your internal damage. Alright, so I think what we do here is we probably go for... Let's see, what do you got? You have 2 medium lasers. So that's 50 damage. You can come around the side here. We're struggling a bit with your weapons here. Let's turn on the LRM. See what we get. 25. We're in too close, I think. Indirectly, we could fire on him for 20. It's not hugely productive. Swing around here. I think we can't quite swing our mech enough, right? Can swing from here, though. So I guess we fire in with sumo.
Yeah.
Actually, what we'll do is we'll sensor lock with showboat. Ooh. think we just sense a lot with Showboat, firing with him, and then we've got full chance to hit, right? On everything else. So we'll sense lock you. Get rid of that evasion. Fire with Sumo, who's got pretty much nothing. I wonder if you could even punch. You can punch? Oh, that's nice. We'll go for a punch then. Please, sir. Melee hit from the trees. Go straight through that branch. It ignores the evasion. Does maximum damage. I'm down for that. Oh. And it's cockpit hit. It's a cockpit hit.
Mission successful.
Can't believe it was a cockpit hit right at the end. Not bad, not bad. I do like the lance there. It did pretty well. We didn't take too much damage from that. I'd like to know how much. It's a shame you can't tell how much damage things have done. It would be nice to know how much damage this catapult did. I mean, we got pretty lucky that he death them above it in. He wasn't, I don't think he was out of LRM ammo. He was struggling to fire it though. It gets a bit hard to fire the LRMs and the lasers the entire time. You have to kind of choose between one or the other. We got pretty lucky. Let's have a look. Man, I suppose RNG could have gone either way, right? We could have probably killed this a bit earlier and then things could have gone easier for us. Or things could have gone worse for us. We could have had no torso here. This could be gone. I mean, 14 here is crazy. Crazy lucky. The QuickDraw held out pretty well, though. There's no real damage on him. He's taken some internal damage. There's not a lot of internals to that mech. Wow, that is a little scary, right? There is not a lot of internals to half of this mech. 70 on the arms. 140 total on the arms compared to, let's say, you. How much do you have? You have... yeah, except for this is a Centurion, right? Centurion A versus a QuickDraw. Let's have a look at an AL, which has 60, 95. So it's probably about the same. But let's actually, the torso is probably where it matters. Yeah, 85 versus 125. So the AL comes out with about the same amount of armor, which is a tad. Whoa, the legs on this thing are god awful. I wouldn't consider death them abubbing with this unless it was my last resort, just because there's so little leg armor. You're likely to lose your legs and fall over, and then once you've damaged legs and fall over, someone's going to be just targeting your legs and ripping them off, right? Not too bad. He was a full 20k, 2 mil, 20 mil, 2 mil, 20 mil. That was hilarious right there. I can't believe we punched him with that. I was going to shoot, which clearly wouldn't have ripped his head off, but you know what? That Centurion had had enough. Who was it? I think it was Sumo, right? I think Sumo had had enough. He was just like, you've been hassling me the entire game. I'm just going to rip your damn head off. Thank you, Sumo. But it was a good game with that. We'll take a break. Tune in next time. More adventures of BattleTech. Hey guys, thanks again for watching. If you like what you've seen, hit that subscribe button or leave me a comment on anything you want to see in the future.